Greetings everyone, Road Contractor here. Day 4 on the carnivore diet and still feeling good, feeling great. I woke up a little bit late this morning. I wanted to sleep in. That was by choice, just to kind of take it easy today, take a rest from all the running and all the exercises I do, because I really don't even take a day off, even though today I woke up a little bit late and I did wash my clothes. It's Sunday here, so nothing really going on. So took my clothes down to the wash, put them in the dryer, and I still went out for a 30-minute run, and I knocked out 100 push-ups while I was out. So that was like a day off, and sort of just kind of taking it easy, but still doing a little something that I can get some calories burned and have my simple breakfast and go my 6 hours, because I don't know what I'm going to eat today. I haven't decided yet. I still am going to stick to the meat or the meaty diet, but if they have hamburgers, I might as well go ahead and make it a double meat, leave the cheese off. I don't know, I could probably do cheese. I guess that's part of the carnivore diet. They did say like anything dairy, which includes cheese. So cheese, eggs. So if they got hamburgers in there, I might do a double decker today. We'll see. That would be more meaty, I guess I could leave the bread off and just have, double cheese, double meat, patties. I don't know how good that would be. I'd have to tell them to give me 4, or I could get some calories out of it. But I am going to try to eat right. I'm going to try to eat right. So yesterday, I went through the day, got my small portions. For lunch, it was actually a really good day to be a meat eater yesterday on camp, because the galley was just full of meat yesterday. We had barbecue chicken yesterday, baked chicken, had 2 big pieces of that with for lunch. It was 2 big pieces of chicken. There was another meat in there. I can't remember what it was. I also did some of the tuna and chicken salad again. And I had a side of rice. So actually a really good day to be meat eater yesterday. There was a secondary meat, or there was like my main course was the chicken. I had the tuna. I had was it yesterday I did 3 boiled eggs? I think so. Yeah, I did 3 boiled eggs yesterday. So I had 2 big pieces of chicken, tuna, meat on the side, no salad, chicken salad, 3 boiled eggs, whites. I just ate the whites. I left the yolks out. And then I think I threw like a carb in there somehow, and I don't remember what it was, but not really sure. But last night for dinner they had steak and chicken. So again, I got a big steak, I got 2 big chicken breasts, and I had a little small portion of rice on the side. So that took care of my carbs for the evening and the day. Felt great, felt good this morning. Felt good to kind of lay in. When I did get outside and run, I put my clothes in the dryer. They dry for an hour, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get a 30-minute run in, knock out 100 push-ups, and then I called that a day. Came back, clothes were ready, pulled them out, and now I've showered, I'm back, and I'm still feeling good. Feeling good mentally, feeling alert and sharp, and definitely not feeling anxious at all, not feeling angry or edgy or any of that. Just sort of going through each day in a pretty positive manner. I do take a lot of supplements. I take, calcium, magnesium, potassium, vitamin E, vitamin C, and omega are the 5 or 6 vitamins that I take. And I do that a lot because it helps control the cortisol and adrenaline levels in my body that kind of get out of whack sometimes because they get elevated. I don't know, maybe from being some of the work that I've done in the past, working in corrections for such a long time, and then coming out here. And I was here in the early days of the war. I've been on a lot of camps that have been rocketed, and we've taken mortars, we've taken rounds, indirect fire. I've spent a lot of time in bunkers. You think about it sometimes, but not really too much on your mind, but it is there, it's present, it's always present, Nothing like being in a shower and hearing your base get mortared. It's loud. Whether it lands on the other side of the base or it kind of lands close to you, you feel it, and it is loud. And that will make you stop and think, what the hell are you doing out here? But you keep going, and then you kind of put it in the back of your mind. So not that I'm saying I've got PTSD. I'm not even trying to push that. I really don't think that there's a lot of people that come out here, military included, that just work and go home and there's no PSD involved, But for those war fighters that are out there outside the wire constantly all the time, and that went through back in the day, yeah. Police officers, yeah. Me, what I had an issue with that I was carrying with me for a long time, a lot of anger issues, and also just sort of being on edge a lot, and being out here and being on edge and kind of being angry with other people being on edge and angry with you, depending on whatever it was anybody was going through. So anyway, all that aside, kind of dealt with that for a long time, and it's kind of given me some anxiety over the years, but I've dealt with it, and I feel good right now, and I feel good because I've helped, myself with the supplements that I take, and I'm hoping that meat can kind of do that too. Of course, I'm not going to really know if it's the meat by itself, because I'm still taking the supplements, so I need to stop the supplements, I guess, and just stick to the meat. But let me get more integrated into this diet, before I start trying to cut back on those supplements, because those aren't just regular supplements. They're just vitamins and minerals that you need, daily. I could take like the one a day, but I don't feel like I'd get enough of the actual ones that I need. And after all the research and listening to all the talks and seeing other people deal with it and what they've gotten, those omegas, what they've taken to help themselves, This is the omegas, the vitamin C, the vitamin E, for different reasons. The magnesium, potassium, calcium, that seems to be the combination that a lot of people go with to help control those cortisol and adrenaline levels, and helps with their temperament and their overall disposition. And I'm gonna tell you, I've been taking them and I feel great, I do, and it's because of those. And I noticed a difference within about a week or so of taking them. I just kept taking them, and I didn't stop. And one day I'm walking around outside, and I stop and I talk to somebody, and just everything comes out. I'm talking freely, and they're smiling, I'm smiling. They walk away, and I'm like, damn, that was a good interaction. That was a good exchange. I didn't get a negative vibe. They don't give out negative vibes. When I was getting that before, I would take it as a negative vibe because I was angry on the inside all the time, And on that fight or flight, I think is what I was really researching the most, It's more like you're triggered just to fight all the time, So it's helped me. It's helped me quite a bit, and I'm not worried about not taking them now. I think everything feels like it's under control. And if I stop the calcium, magnesium, potassium, those other vitamins, I might slip a little. I was never really bad with the anger. I never let it get out of control and do anything crazy, but it's just something I was feeling on the inside, something that I knew was wrong and needed to be dealt with. And I did do a lot of talking with a lot of other people. There's a lot of people out here that have a lot of experience with this, with all of it, and they have a lot of good information if you're willing to listen. And I've talked to many people about it, and I've also done a lot of research and watched a lot of videos on YouTube about it, and Googled it, and you can see physicians talking. They like to put out videos just like everybody else. You say YouTube and everybody's like, I'm not going to YouTube University, I'm just watching literal doctors who have researched and studied this shit, and they've written papers on it, and now they're talking about it. They're doing videos, I'm not going to read their paper, but I'll listen to them talk on a YouTube video. So I get a lot of information that way too. So, and it's helped me. It has helped me quite a bit. And I was kind of hopeful that this meat diet would probably be, along that where I wouldn't have to take the vitamins so much, because the meat made me feel so much better. I hate getting all that protein. The benefits of eating a carnivore diet, like they say, is as beneficial as it is across the board, not only with your physical physique, your health, but your mental state too, as well. So I was like, definitely want to give that a try. And after a month, first we got to see if there's any physical change. If I don't really feel like there's much of a difference between any diet that I was eating and the way in which I eat, and I do my 6 hours in between each meal, I go 0 calories. 0 calories. I'll eat a meal, nothing. I eat a meal, nothing. I eat a meal. 3 meals a day. I'm not doing any type of fasting. If you want to call it fasting, I guess in a way it is, because you're really not eating anything except for those 3 meals per day, and you're going 6 hours in between with 0 calories, and you're starting off the morning with a deficit. And I'd really probably need to talk about that more. The way I do it, how I do it, the structure, and just do a complete video, because if you listen to all my videos, I kind of explain everything, but it's spread out over a lot of different videos and information here and there. I'll break it all down into one simple long video one simple video where I explain it, because it really is a simple process. start off the day with a calorie deficit, some exercise, and then 6 hours later eat your lunch. Eat a simple breakfast. 6 hours later eat a lunch. 6 hours later eat a supper. And it's all about starting off that day with that calorie deficit. Not so much so in the lunch and the supper, but definitely starting off the day in a calorie deficit. But you don't want to overfool yourself. You don't want to, well, it's lunchtime, it's been 6 hours, I'm going to go eat 2 pieces, don't do that. But, eat a meal, definitely eat a meal. Don't keep it light, don't starve yourself either. And I'm going to tell you, if you do want to do that, if you do want to keep that calorie deficit going throughout the whole day, and you're an active person, you do a good workout in the mornings and you start the day at a calorie deficit, just eat a lighter meal and you'll keep that calorie deficit. Eat go in and maybe make yourself a very nice, simple salad. Just enough to give you some food, some nutrients, and it'll get you through to supper, and then eat another light meal for supper. And if you can take it, and then go all night and not eat, and then come in and eat a simple breakfast in the morning, that will shred weight really fast, And it doesn't have to be like you're starving yourself, like literally a salad, or a nice piece of salmon with a couple of small sides, very small portions, and you can really lose weight. But that's the one you're really gonna have to pump the brakes when you're ready to start. Okay, I'm gonna need to stop, and I need to keep this weight right here where I'm at. You're gonna keep losing. It's just the way that works, and you're gonna keep going down. You'll have to start eating it. I call it pumping the brakes, because you're slowing down, and then finally you reach that point where you just kind of, okay, now I'm as light as I'm going to be, and you'll start kind of going back up, But that's for another video. So just talking about my day 4 carnivore diet. Now, I do feel good. I feel great. I feel alert. I feel mentally better. I attribute that, I guess, to the diet, to the foods that I'm eating, and also the supplements that I'm taking. But I'm not walking around angry. I'm not edgy. I'm not snapping at people, and I feel good. So I'm going to keep this going. Day 4. After day 7, I'll look and see if I notice any real physical difference. Now, looking in the mirror this morning, I said, man, it looks like I'm thinning out again. And I was at 177. I weighed myself this morning. I was 174. So each day for the past 2 days, I've gone down. I went from 177 to 175. Now I'm 174. I'm hungry right now, so I need to start, I guess, throwing in some like maybe a protein shake with my breakfast, and then maybe an additional protein shake after lunch. So that way that'll give me some extra calories. I don't know if that's going to be enough. I really just need to find bigger portions of meat, if I want to do this. And like I said yesterday in my other video, I felt like when I sit down with my tray, obviously if I'm just getting the meat that they're going to serve in the line, I can only get this, and I look around, I can get that, and I'm trying to get meat, and keep it meat heavy. And it takes away from what I was putting on my tray. So now my calories are much less, so it's something that I'm going to have to deal with. Now I could maybe wake up in the middle of the night and hit the midnight chow. That's a possibility, because that would still be a 6-hour wait. I could do just an extra meal, then I could go back in the room, lie down, go to sleep, wake up, do it again. So I could eat at 5 in the morning, I could eat at 11 for lunch, I can eat at 5 o'clock in the afternoon or 5 o'clock in the evening for my supper. And then I can do another 11 p.m. Midnight chow, and add a few calories there too. The only thing with those midnight chows, it's very hard to find anything that's nutritious in there whatsoever, at the best, if I really wanted to keep it meat, I could probably go over to the sandwich bar and just do a stack of like turkey meat, and put it on some bread. Why not? I need the calories anyway. So anyway, still doing good, feeling good. A little bit worried about the weight loss, that's happening. And maybe probably shouldn't have ran today. I'm going to have to start cutting back on some of my runs, I think. And definitely some of the cardio workouts, and focus more on, maybe more strength workouts. The push-ups, the dips, the sit-ups, and the weights, So, but I'm going to need calories to keep up a good workout, So either way, I'm in that same boat. It comes down to calories. And we'll see what happens, I'll weigh myself again. Remember, I was 177 starting this whole thing. Weighed myself this morning, 174. So in a few days, I've lost 3 pounds. So not looking good for me on this diet. Also, staying regular is something that when you're on protein, it's a little bit tougher, you know. And it was a bit of a protein diet when I was in quarantine. So I got something to combat that, Metamucil. And I don't think that this is like our, y'all got y'all's Walmart choice, whatever that's called, Sam's Choice, for the naval exchange, the AFEs that we have on all the bases. We have Exchange Select. So this is their version, their cheaper knockoff version. But anyway, it's fiber therapy. And I wanted to look at, I've taken it before. It actually helped. You know, you struggle a little going to the restroom, but it does make you regular. So, and it's something that, I think even as somebody that's middle-aged, in their 30s, if they were going to go on an all-meat diet, probably would have to think about this. And if you were doing all-meat, according to what I was seeing on Joe Rogan and listening to the physicians talk about, is that there was a problem where they would actually get diarrhea. You know, when I eat a lot of meat, I do not get that whatsoever. You know, I get this opposite. So this says it has 90 calories, so that's not too bad, you know, honestly. If I do if I do 2 scoops, I'll get 90 calories. So if I do 1 a day, then I'll have only 45 calories. Not too bad. Definitely, obviously, there's a lot of fiber. 23 grams of carbohydrates. Wow, 12 grams. I'm gonna stick to because I only do 1 scoop a day when I did it. So 45 calories, 12 grams of carbohydrates. Not bad. That's 4% of the daily value. Definitely has fiber. It's got 8 grams of sugars. Wow, kind of a lot. Didn't really know that. That was 1% of the daily value. And that's about it. It's got sodium, it's got potassium, it's got iron, very little. So, but it's, you know, if you're going to eat a protein diet, you're probably not going to be hitting the toilet nearly as much like you used to. You'll notice that. So, I combated that with Metamucil, and it worked. You know, it did. It worked. So it took a day or two before it really started getting in my system and started working regularly, but it worked. Plus, you know, I felt like it was, you know, helping clean you out. You know, I mean, you weren't rushing to the bathroom trying to go real quick, and you did not have a loose cannon. You know, if anything, it was the old, you know, it was packed tight, and you had to fire that thing out. You know, but it's not bad. You know, and it got me regular again. You know, which is what I needed. So if I'm not going to be eating vegetables, I'm not going to be getting that fiber because I'm focused more on the protein. And, you know, but the thing is, there are supplements. So I'm going to go down and look today to see if I can find this. I might research them on on Amazon. But there are supplements that you can get for like meat intestines and those nutrients. And they call it dehydrated or ground intestines, something like that, something to that effect. I'll look that up. I'll find those. They possibly have them down there. If they do, then I'll add those in to my diet. And if I still feel okay, then I'll just completely stop all the other magnesium, potassium, vitamin E. I'm going to still take that vitamin C regardless. It's a packet. They come in this. I mix it with water, so basically get orange juice. It also has antibiotics, B vitamins, and electrolytes. So I get 1,000 milligrams per pack. Very nice, you know. And I like to take that, have that in the morning. I drink that down with my supplements. So that'll do it for today. For today's report on my carnivore diet. And I don't know if I said coronavirus diet a couple times in there because those 2 words are like real familiar to me. So I end up kind of interusing them. So, and we do talk a lot about coronavirus, and I'm trying to talk a lot about carnivore diet. So I might have messed up a couple of times. Believe me, I was only talking about a carnivore diet. As far as I know, there is no coronavirus diet. So unless you talk about being in quarantine and not having anything to eat for 2 weeks. So have a good day, everybody. Stay fit, stay healthy. Wish you all the best.